You wake up, normal morning, same alarm, same ceiling, same life. Then you reach for your phone, and the number in your bank account is not the number you went to sleep with. $10 million in your account overnight. What is the first thing you do? What is the first call you make? What changes today and what changes forever? Most people think they know the answer. Almost nobody is right. The first thing you notice is that the ceiling looks the same. The same crack in the corner, the same water stain that you kept meaning to get fixed, the same alarm clock showing the same ungodly time. Everything is exactly as you left it, except for one number on one screen, and that number has changed everything. You rub your eyes, you look again, the number is still there. You call the bank. The person on the other end of the line confirms it, then puts you on hold to get a supervisor, because this is not a call they make every day. The supervisor confirms it too. The money is real. It is yours. And now you are sitting in the same bedroom you have always sat in, wearing the same pajamas, looking at the same view of the same street, and nothing is the same. The first hour is stranger than you would expect. You thought you would feel pure joy. And there is joy. But there is also something else, a kind of vertigo. The floor of your old life has just dropped away, and you are standing in mid-air trying to figure out which way is up. The first call most people make is to someone they love. Not to a financial advisor, not to a lawyer, to whoever makes them feel most like themselves. Because what you are actually doing in that moment is reaching for something that money cannot give you: a witness, someone who knows who you were before the number changed. That instinct, the first instinct, tells you everything about what money actually is. It is not the point. The people are the point. The money is the tool. The first week is a study in how quickly your relationship with ordinary things changes. Coffee you used to make at home suddenly gets made by someone else. The commute disappears. The budget, the mental arithmetic that ran in the background of every small decision, goes quiet for the first time in your adult life. And it feels incredible for about 3 days. Then something unexpected happens. You find yourself standing in a luxury store, holding something that costs more than you used to make in a month, and feeling nothing. Not excitement, not satisfaction, nothing. Because the thing that made wanting it exciting was the wanting. The gap between you and the object. Close that gap completely, and the object loses its power. This is the first lesson that sudden wealth teaches, and it is one that almost nobody believes until they experience it themselves. Things don't feel as good as you imagined they would. The private jet is impressive the first time. By the 5th time, it is just transportation. The luxury hotel is beautiful the first night. By the 4th night, it is just a room. What doesn't fade is experiences, moments. The dinner where you paid for everyone and watched the people you love eat without worrying about the bill for the first time. Taking your parents somewhere they always dreamed of going. Walking away from the job that was making you miserable and feeling the exact weight of that relief lift from your shoulders. Those don't fade, because they are not about the money. They are about what the money allowed you to give to yourself and to the people who matter. Here is what $10 million actually changes, and here is what it doesn't. It changes your options, completely and immediately. Every decision you make from the moment that number appears in your account is a choice, not a constraint. You don't have to take that job. You don't have to live in that neighborhood. You don't have to eat that food or fly that airline or work for that person. Options, genuine unlimited options, are the most intoxicating thing wealth provides. Not the things, the freedom to choose. It changes how the world treats you. Almost immediately, the bank that used to make you wait in line has a private entrance now. The restaurant that was fully booked suddenly has a table. People who never returned your messages start calling. This is both intoxicating and deeply revealing because it shows you, with uncomfortable clarity, How much of the respect and attention you used to receive was real, and how much of it was never about you at all? And here is what it doesn't change. It doesn't change your health. The problems that were there before are still there. It doesn't change the relationships that were broken before. Money under pressure tends to crack existing fractures rather than heal them. It doesn't give you purpose. Purpose is something you build. Money just removes the excuse for not building it. Perhaps most surprisingly, it doesn't automatically make you feel secure. The research on sudden wealth is consistent on this. People who receive large amounts of money unexpectedly often report feeling less secure, not more, because now there is something to lose. The person with nothing has a kind of freedom in their nothing. The person with 10 million has 10 million reasons to be afraid. The most important thing that sudden wealth does, and almost nobody talks about this, is reveal you to yourself. Money is an amplifier. It takes what is already there and makes it bigger. If you were generous before, you become more generous. If you were selfish before, you become more selfish. If you were anxious before, you have 10 million new reasons to be anxious. If you were curious and driven and interested in the world, you now have the resources to explore that curiosity without limit. The people who handle sudden wealth, well, the ones who don't lose it, don't lose themselves. Don't lose. The relationships that matter are almost always the people who were already living according to clear values before the money arrived. They knew what they believed. They knew what they wanted. The money just removed the obstacles between them and who they already were. The people who struggle, who blow through the money, who find themselves surrounded by strangers calling themselves friends, who wake up one day in a luxury apartment feeling more alone than they ever did in the small bedroom with the cracked ceiling, are almost always the people who were looking for the money to tell them who to be. And money cannot do that. It has never been able to do that. So let's go back to the beginning. You wake up. The ceiling is the same. The alarm is the same. The pajamas are the same. But the number has changed. The question is not what you would buy. Anyone can answer that question. The question is, who would you become? What would you build? What would you give? What would you finally stop tolerating? And what would you finally start doing? Because the honest answer to those questions, the one you give yourself right now, in whatever room you're in, before anything has changed, that answer already exists. The money doesn't create it. It just removes the excuses for ignoring it. You don't need $10 million to start becoming the person you would be if you had it. You need clarity about who that person is. And you can get that for free, right now, before the alarm goes off tomorrow morning. The ceiling is the same. The crack is still there. What are you going to do about it?